this video I'm going to talk a bit about playing slide blues guitar in standard tuning. I'm also going to play an easy slide blues in standard tuning. Often when you think about slide blues guitar, you think about open tunings like open G, open D or open E. But playing slide in standard tuning has a few advantages. The most obvious advantage, of course, being that all the notes on the fretboard are still in the same place where they usually are. Another advantage is you can take stuff you already know and just add the slide to that, like this. So you can keep all the knowledge you already have. You don't have to start with something new, with a new tuning. And of course you don't have to retune. That's an advantage if you're lazy, like me. You could play this on any guitar, an acoustic guitar like this one. You could use an electric guitar or even a classical guitar. If you have a guitar that is not set up specifically for slide playing with a bit higher action and all that, I recommend you use a light slide. This is a ceramic slide. It's light. A glass slide is light too. That will make it easier not to push the slide into the frets. I'm going to play this easy slide blues in standard tuning, and then I'm going to show you 3 things you should know if you want to play a song like this. The first thing I'm going to talk about is muting. That's always a huge subject when it comes to slide playing. I'm going to use bars 7 and 8 from this little song for this. They sound like this. When I play that, I use my thumb to mute the 3 thickest strings. I put the tip of my thumb on, or the thumb pick in this case, on string 4, and then I lean the side of my thumb up against strings 5 and 6. So the 3 thickest strings are now muted. For the 3 top strings, I use my index finger on string 3, middle finger on string 2, and the ring finger for the first string. So now everything is completely muted. Because if I don't do this muting, it'll sound like this. And that is not great. So I use this muting to start out with. And then the lick starts on string 1. All that is on the first string. So when I play that, everything is muted. I just use my ring finger to play all the notes on the first string, because the ring finger was responsible for muting string 1. And now when the melody is on string 1, I play it with my ring finger. The next note is on string 2. So the ring finger goes back to muting string 1, and the middle finger plays the note on string 2. The last two notes is on, or are, on string 3. So I play those with my index finger. And now the middle finger is back to muting string 2. So everything is muted except the string I play on. The second thing I'm going to show you is what I call right hand coordination. Besides muting, the right hand has two jobs when playing a tune like this. It plays the bass with the thumb. That's usually a steady rhythm, quarter note like this. And on top of that, we have a melody. And to coordinate that can be hard when you're starting out playing stuff like this. But I see it like this. The bass notes, they are the grid on top of which the melody notes are placed. So the melody notes can be on top of the bass notes, played at the same time, or in between the bass notes, in between the grid. In bar 4, which I'm going to use as an example for this, I play a B dominant 7 chord, like this. So the bass is steady, quarter notes, and the melody I play 3 times the B7 chord, and the first time is on the first bass note simultaneously, and the next is in between bass notes 1 and 2, and the third is in between bass notes 2 and 3. So when you learn a new song like this one, for example, check if the melody notes are on the bass or in between the bass notes to sort things out, to make it a bit more approachable and easy. The third thing I'm going to address in this video is how to know if a note is to be played with the slide or with the finger of the left hand. In my transcriptions I have a system for this, and I'm going to show you that now. In bar 1 of this tune, on the third beat, that's where we have a 0 in the tablature on the 6th string and a 3 on string 2. There you could ask yourself, should I play with a slide on the 3 or with a finger? To know this, we have to look at the standard notation, because that's how notation software works. But you don't have to read the standard notation. You just have to know that the 2 notes in the tablature, the 0 and the 3, corresponds with the 2 notes above them in the standard notation. So the lowest note furthest down in the standard notation is the same as the 0 on the 6th string in the tablature, and the top note is the same as the 3 on the 2nd string. So the top note in the standard notation, if this was to played with a finger, would have had a little number beside it. It could be a 1 for the index finger, a 2 for the middle finger, or a 3 for the ring finger. Sorry, but it's not there, so it's to be played with a slide. On the first beat of bar 2, on the A dominant 7 chord, there is a little 2 on the top note in the standard notation, which is the same note as the top note in the tablature. So there I use my 2nd finger. That's how you know if you should play with a slide or with a finger. If you want to learn to play this song, get the tabs from my web store. There's a link under the video. Be sure to also check out my other videos on slide blues guitar and my new book on open G slide blues guitar. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. See you next time.